Stalking is about, fuck, I don't know, in an urban landscape where you're not surrounded by a clear, actual adversary is different. It's definitely different. Like, I've been part of Heaven's military for, when did I sign up? 2011. It's, one, when the enemy is invisible, that's kind of more difficult. But it's stalking. You wake up every single morning and you're kind of like, are we going to be attacked at this position? And then you hear people. Well, I guess I do, but you're already talking to the commander of Heaven's army, so he's going to tell you, face to face. He's like, "Nah, you're fine." But if you know him well enough, it means for right now. so it's like you're kind of always on edge, and he pretty much would just be like, "Hey, what he's basically saying is maybe later it'll happen, but for the next 10 minutes to an hour, you're fine." So then you're relaxing for a bit. I think that does something to someone's nerves. I do. Um, but that's from a human standpoint. Because if you don't renew your strength, you don't renew your mind, then you'll be a nervous wreck during war. Because fucking war. Like, what did you expect, right? So you might have woken up with some dreams or something like that, premonition, whatever, and then you wake up and it's like, all right, another day. This is where I'm stationed. This is what he wanted me to do, and it's kind of feeling out a lot of things. Like, how do I feel? Why am I angry? What did you feel? You process that. All right. So people are turning against each other. Husbands and wives are already. So there's the spirit involved. So where is the spirit? Like, who is the one carrying it, right? That's the one you want. So then once you figure out the one that's carrying that spirit, that's the one you want to eliminate. Because you're kind of in a marriage situation. Oh, definitely. You don't want them near your house. You don't want them around. You just want to talk to your wife face to face. But you're not allowed to because they're going to keep approaching. And I think Mary never really understood that. It's like there's, and then when you watch your wife just give in to whatever spirit just hit her because she had no armor, fiery darts are going into her, and she changes. Like, it's, so I don't know what you civilians actually think about war compared to actual war. Um, and then you pray to us. So to me, it's this circle. It is, but it's like defend yourselves. Like, fucking pick up a weapon. Do something. Don't just pray. Defend yourself. And if we don't get somebody there in time, a marriage gets broken up. This one time early in my training days, I was at this bus stop. I still haven't gotten. My little sister gave me this book of. It was written by DC Talk, and they were talking about the martyrs and everybody that professed Jesus Christ and how they went down and what happened to them. And I would get to the point where I was reading it because I'd read it at this bus stop, and I was watching this fight come across the street because this bus stop was right here. The house, and this guy just comes out, and his wife is yelling, and all this and this and this. And the Holy Spirit was pretty much like, hey, I want you to walk over there and give them this book. And I really like this book, but it was, you want me to walk into a situation where they're going at it, husband and wife, and hand them this book. And yeah. So I went across the street. I was like, hey, well, will you rewind? You get off, you don't ever give yourself glory for things. You leave out details. And I was like, all right, well, what's my opening, first of all? And it was like, all right, I need a lighter. Perfect. So I walked over, I was like, hey, I need a lighter. Do you have, and they just stopped. And they just, oh, and by the way, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, and he told me to give you this book. And it was, the guy just stops, and he just looks at me. Looks at the book. Well, it was cooler than that. It really was, because he, I'd asked for a lighter, and you did some kind of cool things there. Because you had the cigarette in your hand, and then I was explaining to you something later on that you would get. But yeah, and then he was kind of like, no, I don't have a lighter, and we got in the conversation. It took about, 20 seconds? About 20 seconds. So, all right. Let's see. That one.
The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. You get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same.
Vlad, he recently had Charlemagne the God back on the platform. And Charlemagne, he was telling a story, and I'm gonna try to get it as accurate as I can, but he was basically like Drake gave people the green light on him. Like, yo, when you see this dude on site, I want you to put a hurting on this man. And this is Drake, singing Drake, light-skinned Drake. Charlemagne said he went somewhere and these dudes, the biggest dude you ever seen, was doing security for G-Eazy. And they pulled him to the side like, yo, for years, we had the green light. We was told like, yo, wherever we see you, it's on site. Do what you got to do. And I got you your bail. I got lawyer fees. I got whatever. but I want you to put a hurting on this dude. Can you even people often talk about the rap being the WWE, but it seemed like Drake might be about his business.
No, Drake's not about his business, because if he was, he would do the work.
See?
The last time
talk.
Drake put in work, I think he came out had a sling on him, didn't he? He had a sling on his arm. Last time Drake tried to put in some work, and the other work before that, he was in a wheelchair on Degrassi. No, he's not. We all know Drake's not built like that. That's why he goes out to find other pussy men to do all his bad work for him. Because you gotta be a pussy to do that for another man. I can't fight this dude, so I need you to fight him for me. What is this? That's some bitch-made shit, man. That makes me be like, man, damn. Charlamagne should throw hands with Drake. And we all know it don't take much to fold up Drake. I seen Drake jump on the stage and break his shit. We all know Drake ain't built that way. He got the laser on abs or something. I don't know, lace front. I don't know, Drake. Yeah, I think that's what the world. I don't believe in violence the way I used to. I don't try to preach it, but damn, it would be nice to see Drake get into a physical altercation. It would just be good to see,
So, do you want to talk about this? I do. You really want to talk about this? We fucking hate Drake. So, it's been a thing for so long. That's why I'm sitting there drinking this vodka right now. It's my way of sitting. Sit down. All right, so if I have a problem, I'm sending a bullet through your head. So to me, it's if it's gonna be a fist fight and all that, that's fine. But how's it gonna end up? Both of us walking away, then why fight? If I wanted to kill you, I'm there to kill you. So, to me, it made sense to, you're not walking again. You're not breathing again. This is finished. Type of thought process that I have. If you have beef with me, if you piss me off. And we were talking about it, and it was like, all right, so I can strike at any time through anyone if I want you finished. Or do I? Or do I want to send a warning to take me seriously? Do I want to cripple you? Do I want to just cut you real quick? Just, hey, I was here. So I think the hood is real different than, do you think it is? There'd be those that said no, but I would say, it depends. Like, if you value your soldiers and things like that. Like, if you want to get into it one-on-one and send a sniper, why wouldn't you? And it's so I'd have to hear more. I'd have to. That was funny as shit. Like, what the fuck are they doing? I wasn't involved in it. We do not like Drake. We don't. But we have reasons for it. It's in a heavenly realm of why we don't. It's nice to see people kind of, hey, A minor, and then you get them clowned at the entire Super Bowl. Like, we had a problem with them for a bit.
Trump, he recently met with President Putin in the Alaskan summit. I think they met somewhere around October 15th. The summit was held around October 15th. They met. Trump said it was a great meeting. Obviously, the main topic they discussed was the Ukraine war.
Yeah.
The Ukrainian war. They didn't come out of that with an agreement. But how do you...
When his wife found out. Yeah, I'm on it. So compare the two. That's what I'm interested in right now. That was funny though. I figured you would like that. So we can get balanced here, so we can figure this out. And then compare the two. I see where you're going with this. Yeah, there you go. No, we'll compare it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This is already at 7. Ask me that again, and okay.
I don't know.
Why is everyone ditching their old mattress for this one? I now understand why this viral Nectar mattress has thousands of...
I don't know. I'm doing my own thing. I didn't have the micromanagement.
Yeah.
It was zero of that. It was just like, dude, this is your job. This is what you have to do. Be here at this time. This is the mission. Do it. Don't mess it up, and you get paid good, you know?
I'm married to the Reaper now.
Yeah, but I never talked to her about it. I never, even when she knew about it, and she did ask, I was just like, I mean, I guess I killed some people, but I never had I didn't want to tell her how many, and I didn't want to tell her that, you know, this wasn't my first rodeo. Like, I've probably killed more people as a machine gunner than I did as a sniper by far.
Really?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
But you couldn't confirm all those because it's like there's so much shit going on.
Yeah, and it was just normal. Like, your average guy in battalion's got a lot of killing under his belt. It's just, as a sniper, it's extremely personal and rare. But yeah, guys are, yeah, it's easy to kill someone in battalion, Ranger battalion. At the time of war, it was easy. You know, you're always in the fight, always in the fight.
How soon after getting back did you make the official decision to leave?
Right after. My contract was up in October. We got back in July. Yeah, Cop died July 18th. So around August is when I got back. And my contract was up that following year in October 2010. So I made that decision around that time, August, September time frame after in 2009, that I was not going to re-up and redo that contract when it came that time in 2010. Like, nope. And then, yeah, I was just, And because of the way the schedule was lined up, I was going to miss out on that next deployment because it would have overlapped my contract. So I just missed that deployment. If I would have re-enlisted and signed up for additional time, I would have made that, but there was no way.
Game wasn't in you for that.
I was done, man. Mentally checked out. I felt like I had lived the dream that I thought I wanted to live. Felt like I accomplished it. Do I wish I could have gone back and done more stuff? Yeah. Like,
Well, you did get into private contracting, right?
yeah. But it wasn't like Delta Force, you know?
Right.
I didn't, you know, I would have loved to, at a different time and era, throw my hat in for that. Do I think I would have made it? No. But it would have been cool to try
Why
out.
do you think you wouldn't have made it?
I'm not walking 40 miles, bro. For no one. for no one. No. I'm a 12 mile, 15 mile guy.
Okay.
But they're talking 40 in the mountains, and I'm just not doing that. No. It's not that important for me, you know?
You know? There you go.
Yeah.